everyone, and welcome back to another Storytime video. Today, I am going to talk about dreams. Now, I am not just talking about those goals that you set for yourself in life. Like, hey, I have a dream where I would like to get this thing. For example, maybe you would like to graduate college and have a terrific career, or have a wonderful family and a wonderful wife or husband and some kids. For example, maybe it's a goal to, or a dream to get a new car because maybe the one you have is not that great. No, I'm not talking about those dreams. I am talking about actual, well, I guess I shouldn't say it as actual dreams, but dreams you have when you go to sleep. Assuming you go to sleep. I'm sorry, insomniacs. I didn't mean to exclude you, but yeah. Anyway, so I'm talking about the dreams that a lot of people have when they go to sleep. Insomniacs are not necessarily the only people that miss out on getting to have dreams, as there are a lot of nights when I go to sleep where I don't have a dream. I just don't dream. Now that might be wrong in the context of I might have a dream, but I might not know about it as I'm actively having it. Which could very well be the case, but there's several times where I just go to bed and then I wake up and there's no dream that happens that I know of in between those 2 points. And that's what I mean when I say there's often times where I don't dream when I go to sleep at night. Yes, when I don't dream when I go to sleep at night. I did say that right. And oftentimes I will actually forget the dream that I have pretty much right as soon as I wake up. To the point where if I wanted to remember a lot of the dreams that I have in any kind of detail, I would have to write them down and take notes on them as soon as I wake up. That would have to be the first thing that I would have to do when I wake up. Not taking a shower, not eating breakfast, not brushing my teeth. No, it would be writing down a dream I had from the previous night. And I will kinda share a couple dreams I remember having in the last 2 or 3 weeks. And that is that there's this one particular, well, there's one classmate. Okay, how do I put this in the best way possible? There were several high school classmates of mine that when I was in high school, I didn't necessarily date. And that, looking back on it in retrospect, I would have loved to, as opposed to, I wouldn't call them mistakes. Well, one I would call a mistake, without a doubt. But, the other girls I dated in high school, I would not necessarily call mistakes. But there's one or two others besides the one that I would actually call a mistake, where I look back on and I go, why did I do that? Regardless, though, I actually had a dream, just as I said 2 or 3 weeks ago, where I actually got involved in that way with one of the classmates that I wish I would have gotten involved with romantically. Beyond that, I don't really have any details to share with you. In my dream, we got married. That's all I can practically tell you, because I didn't write this down as soon as I woke up and I have forgotten about it. There was a dream a couple weeks ago where it was kind of similar to the beginning of the movie Office Space, where I was actually kind of struggling with my job, but it is the same in the sense that I was kind of getting hounded by a boss that was not that great, but that I believe specifically some malicious people had gotten in onto the network, and the boss, I believe, had me pull up the network traffic on the computer so that I could actually see my fallacies in not recognizing that someone had gotten unauthorized access onto the server or whatever the company is using, and that I basically failed at my job. And yes, I am studying IT, so that makes a lot of sense that that would happen. Well, not that I would fail at it, but that I would be put in an office type situation where somebody could fail to check logs, and where I might check logs myself. But I believe that day I was really stressing out about school. So I think that's the main reason why I had that dream that night. Because I really do believe that depending on your mood can depend on the dream that you have. If you are very anxious throughout the day, like I was that day, I believe that that night, if you do have a dream, it might not be a very good dream. But if you are very happy, like you have achieved something great, then you might have a really good dream that night when you go to bed. So I really do think that your mood that day and what happens throughout your day can really impact how your dream goes. Not only does it make sense, but as I look back on days where I have good dreams and days where I don't have so such good dreams, I can pinpoint it to how did the day go. It's a direct correlation to how the day went, basically, for me. Of course, there are a couple anomalies there, like times where I don't think I'm anxious, but every once in a while, I'll have a dream where I'm just laying in the bed and I'm spiraling down into nothingness. And that I can't move, I can't get up off the bed. Well, I can move, I can't get off the bed though. I can toss and turn on said bed if I wanted to, but I can't get off the bed. There's nothing to get off the bed to. It's just the bed and nothing else. And I don't believe during that time, or those times where I was anxious. I don't believe I was, but who knows? Psychologically, deep down, I might have been anxious. But just as I've said before, the human brain, well, I haven't said this on this channel before, but I've said this to my teacher and to a few other people, and that the human brain is very fascinating, and that I would love the ability, before I die, for someone to be able to do a brain scan on me so that I can kind of find out more about my brain. I feel like it would benefit me in the sense that I would understand how I would be able to think and process information better, and that would be able to make those strengths that I would have in my mind even stronger. And so maybe I could be smarter as a result, because I would know exactly how my brain works and how to better utilize it. So, but on the flip side, I might not like the results of what comes through with the scans. Regardless, though, I really do feel like this is really good. Oh, I'm sorry, I held the gameplay there. In the sense that I okay, I was talking about how it'd be a bad thing. I lost my train of thought there. I accidentally held the gameplay. I think that I might not like the scans that would come up, because my brain is a very weird place, as I'm a very weird person. So I do feel like the results might horrify me a little bit. I doubt it, though. But there's a real big possibility in that, and that could happen. But I would still love for people to be able to do brain scans on me while I'm still alive. Because sure, people can do brain scans of other people's brains when they're dead, but that doesn't help me find out more about my brain when I'm alive, where I can actually know the information and where it would be useful for me. I mean, that might seem selfish, But I feel like that information should really benefit me if I did get that information. I mean, I don't play sports, so there's no risk of brain injuries here. But I don't know. It's just it gets very interesting to dive into the psychology of the human brain, and looking at dreams is just another case of that where it is very interesting to do that. But yeah, if you have more insight about dreams than I do, then please, please, please comment down below any dreams you have, or just as I said, or just as I requested, any more information that you could provide on the psychology of dreams. Maybe you study that as a profession, and that is your thing. Kind of like how, just as I said earlier in the video, IT is kind of my thing. You know, most everybody has their own niches, but that would be getting off topic, so I'm not gonna do that. But there is a career for everybody. Now, whether it's as a truck driver or fast food employee, asking you if you want fries with that, basically, or as a factory worker, they're all jobs that pay and help fuel the economy, so there's careers out there for everybody. And so yes, guys, I do believe that will do it for this storytime video. And till next storytime video, I will see you all later. Goodbye, guys! Thank you all for watching.